Hello everybody, this is Adrian for WapCar.my here to help you find your next perfect car. My first ever experience with a fully electric vehicle was back in 2019 where I first sampled the second generation Nissan Leaf. That was a learning experience for me, getting gripes on how to operate and drive an EV. I was fortunate enough that in the same year, I sampled a Tesla Model 3 long-range dual-motor version in China. And that was when I changed my perception that EVs are not just a toy car for the rich. It is an actual feasible, sustainable replacement to an internal combustion engine car. While I was there, I also got to study how the Chinese drivers used their EVs and adopt the EV lifestyle. To them, EVs are just another car, nothing too special about it. More recently, I got to sample the Porsche Taycan and had a taste of the electrifying, mind-boggling performance EVs are able to deliver. But even though I've sampled a handful of EVs in my career, I've never actually got to experience the EV lifestyle until recently where I spent extended periods of time with this Mercedes-Benz EQA250, Mercedes-Benz Malaysia's latest fully electric vehicle in Malaysia. And in today's video, I'm going to break it down to you why EVs are nothing to be afraid of and why the EQA250 should be your first electric vehicle. The EQA is based on the Mercedes-Benz GLA with unique styling cues to distinguish it from its combustion engine twin. Because there is no need for engine cooling, the front end is a full flat surface to give it better aerodynamic efficiency. I love the full width LED daytime running lights as well as the rear tail lamps. I suppose half the looks I got was because of them, and the other half, I suppose, is because of this rose gold color paintwork. Inside the EQA is identical to the GLA 250, seats, layout, features even. Everything in here feels very natural and doesn't intimidate you. The only difference is that the screen shows your battery and charge information instead of your regular petrol consumption and engine RPM. The back seats offers the same 3 tennis balls worth of knee room and the side door bins fit a large-sized water bottle, except the rear boot space is shrunk by 95 litres to 360 litres because of the battery pack. What took me by surprise in this EQA 250 is how natural it drives compared to a regular combustion engine equivalent, which is the GLA. The entire driving experience just feels so similar compared to a GLA, and I think that is a good thing because it makes it so easy for people to just get in and drive. There's not much learning curve with a fully electric vehicle. Typically in an EV, because of the instantaneous torque, the moment you prod the throttle, the car will probably just leap forward, which makes it kind of a little bit of an uncomfortable driving experience. But in this EQA 250, the torque management is just so sophisticated. You get a linear power delivery throughout, so you get a very comfortable, refined, premium driving experience. Ride and handling in the EQA, again, is very similar to the GLA 250. It's pliant, comfortable, handles very well. What I'm very surprised is how well this EQA 250 masks its 2-ton weight. Because of the electric motor and battery pack, it makes it heavier compared to a regular petrol-powered GLA. But even so, it still drives very similarly in terms of the balance. But all the positive qualities of the GLA is retained in this EQA, but it's further enhanced with the silent electric drive. The EQA is quieter compared to the GLA 250 across all speeds, so you get a proper premium driving experience in terms of a silent electric drive. And I mean, it just makes you a much more calmer person when you're just traveling around. You don't hear engine noise, transmission noise, you just waft along your way. It's just a magnificent driving experience being in an EV. But okay, enough of the driving experience. Let's do a deep dive on the EV part of the EQA. The EQA packs a 66.5 kilowatt-hour battery pack paired to an electric motor that delivers up to 190 horsepower and 370 Nm of torque. Mercedes-Benz claims a WLTP range of up to 429 kilometers, but based on a WapCar real-world consumption test, we were averaging about 22 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, and that is without maximizing the regenerative braking settings and have the car's drivetrain in comfort mode. But if you're able to optimize the EQA's drivetrain as well as regen braking settings, you're able to easily get below 18 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, which translates to about 350 kilometers of range on a full charge. Engaging Eco mode is the easiest, most straightforward way to get much better mileage out of your EQA. Throttle response is numbed down, but it doesn't affect or impair your daily driving. Here comes the tricky part, playing with the regenerative braking settings. Now you're able to alter and adjust the intensity of the regenerative braking on the fly via the shift pedals. You pull the left pedal to increase the regenerative braking intensity, which means you're going to get more intense regen when you lift off the throttle pedal. This is great for when you're trying to slow down in traffic, trying to control your speed downhill. Basically, whenever you need to decrease your velocity, you put a left pedal to increase the intensity of the regenerative braking. Pulling the right pedal decreases the intensity of the regeneration braking, which means when you lift off the throttle pedal, you get lesser regen. This is for when you're just coasting on the highway or just trying to cruise downhill. Think of it as in a petrol-powered car, you shift the gear into neutral and you just let the car coast without using any energy. Except in this fully electric EQA, this feature is built into the car so it is safe to do so. But to make life easier for you, Mercedes-Benz has built in an auto feature for the regenerative braking settings. Basically, you just press and hold the right pedal, and once you see auto pop up on your screen, you know that that function is activated. It uses the sensors and radars to scan your surroundings and determine the best regenerative braking settings for that situation, giving you maximum mileage. There's a bit of getting used to, I'm not gonna lie, especially when a car merges in front of you suddenly and the car immediately switches over to intense regen braking. Now, once you lift off your foot off the throttle pedal, that sudden jerk might actually catch you off guard. Now, the way to negate this is that you don't remove your foot off the throttle pedal completely and you modulate the car's speed via how much throttle input you're giving. Once you've mastered the fine art of throttle modulation, it's very intuitive. Charging facilities and range appears to be one of the major deterrents for people to adopt EVs, but if you think about it, range anxiety is actually the same as your smartphone's battery anxiety. You wouldn't leave your house with your smartphone on a low battery charge, and a full charge will last you typically a full day, no matter how you use it. So it's the same as an EV. You wouldn't leave your house on a low battery charge. At home, you wouldn't forget to plug in your smartphone at night, so why would you forget to plug in your EV which is sitting in your car porch? Like this EQA250, on a full single charge, you're able to get about 350 kilometers of range if you drive economically, and that's able to cover you from KL to JB on a single charge. And once you arrive at your destination, you just plug in your car and continue on with your travels. Keyboard warriors will argue that I'm not comparing Apple to Apple because for smartphones, there are mobile power banks to give you quick charge on the go. But I will argue there are power bank equivalents for EVs, which are DC fast chargers. Now, DC fast chargers are able to deliver high kilowatt charge into your car to quickly top up your car's juice up to 80% to give you sufficient range to get to your next destination in less than 1 hour. Charging speeds is dependent not only on the charging facility but also your car's onboard charger, how much power it's able to draw. For example, this EQA250, it's able to take in up to 100 kilowatts, which is able to take it from 10 to 80% in just over half an hour. I mean, some people spend more time at a petrol station, and that is about a quick toilet break, a quick coffee break. Yeah, so I don't see why is it a problem to just plug in for half an hour and get along with your journey. There are only going to be more DC fast chargers popping up across Malaysia as car brands increase their commitment into introducing more EVs within their lineup. During my time with the EQA250, because I don't have a wallbox charger at home, so I had to rely on DC fast chargers across Klang Valley as well as AC charging stations within shopping malls. And I had to plan my day around these chargers, but it's nothing stressful because I had the Jom Charge as well as PlugShare app on my phone to identify all of these charging locations. If I had a wallbox charger at home, I would leave my house every day with a full charge and not have to worry about getting about. And because my daily commute, the maximum I go, it's about 150 kilometers, and even then it doesn't happen often. So with the EQA250, honestly, I didn't have any range anxiety at all. EVs are the future, and the future is now. The EQA250 is not at all intimidating to drive. It's so easy and natural to get in and out of, just like how you would in a regular combustion engine car. And it comes with all the features befitting of its premium badge. I feel that this would be the perfect choice for first-time EV buyers looking for a more premium appeal. Just remember to install a wallbox charger at home and you are good to go anytime. The next time I ever got my hands on an EV, I would love to attempt a long-distance trip with it and see how is it like to take an EV and go the distance. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this EQA250 and the EV lifestyle in Malaysia in general. As always, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. The full front. The easiest way is to using an energy EV owner.